What is happening, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Speaking Nerd podcast, where we talk about all things nerdy and pop culture. Today, we only have three of the gang here with us today because Alter's being the low-life scumbag that he is in Arkansas with zero thoughts for anyone else except Arkansasians or rappers. So, we're here to talk about something that is a pressing matter that had just happened today. If you follow Twitter at all, if you follow DC or news generally in pop culture, then you will know about this. But today we're talking about the dreadful news that we've been kind of anticipating for a little while, and that is the Batman Part 2 has been delayed. Yeah.
Oh Lord, I'm about to
Yeah.
pass out.
I know. So, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I've been sort of thinking about this for a little bit, but it's a shame that this has happened. What
Yes.
was your guys' initial thoughts on seeing that news on Twitter today?
Mm,
Um,
you go ahead, AJ.
honestly,
Yeah.
I think ultimately it's not a bad thing because um with something like the Batman Part 2, I think it needs as uh as much time in the kitchen as possible. Um Obviously I wish we were seeing it sooner. But I think it's good that they're taking their time.
Yeah, same here. Like, I appreciate the fact that they want to dedicate it as much time as they need to. But damn, we could have gotten a Batman and a Superman movie in the same year.
True. And now we're gonna get two
I know.
Batman movies in 1 year, which is the most DC thing ever.
Yeah.
All right, that's the end of the episode.
I know, right?
So this is where we play the Curb Your Enthusiasm theme and finish the episode.
I'm just thinking of that. I'm just thinking of that moment from Joker where he's got the camera in his hands. He's just like, "Good night." That's all. And always remember that's. And then it cuts out.
Yeah.
So, is there anything else more you wanted to ask us about this?
That was like a one sentence episode.
Um, I don't know if there's anything to add in terms of like the fact that the news has already hit, but I think that it's worth talking about the surrounding issues of how this could happen. I mean, like I said, I've been thinking about it for a little while because let's face it, we got zero news at all on this,
Yes.
and it kind of just came out of the blue after nothing showing at all. So a part of me wasn't super surprised, and I think
Yeah.
maybe last time when what was it they announced last time that like I think it was when James Gunn and Matt Reeves met or something is the last time we heard about anything regarding part two at all. Um, and I think over the course of the last months, we heard that there was script changes. Matt Reeves was still working on a script, and now we're being told that there is no solid script for this movie yet. And
Wait,
they're still working on
where did they say that?
it. I read it on I think it was like a Screen Rant post today. Like there's scripts, but there's not a set script that they're finalized on yet.
That's wild.
The only thing that I heard last was they.
You get
No, dick.
sorry, that was just a couple days ago.
Grayson?
No, not him either. Um, so the last thing I heard, and I think we might have talked on this in a previous episode, was they were going to film at the end of last year. That obviously
Right.
didn't work out, and they were maybe going to start shooting this summer, but
Yeah.
that's not the case anymore because of this. But otherwise, like the only things, I mean, we don't really know anything about this. Like we've gotten some rumors
So
on villains
we
and
know
stuff,
nothing.
but yeah,
We know zip, zero, nada, goose egg.
Hmm. I think, yeah, like you said, initially it was supposed to start filming last year, but then I don't think the summer thing started until, because I think it was, I remember seeing some kind of post or news from Warner Bros. Or it was DC or whoever it was, but
yeah,
it was like an official thing, and they were saying, well, they wanted to try and start after a little bit after the new year, and I think originally it was supposed to start in March, which was when Superman started, but Superman was supposed to start in January, so everything got like swapped. So the Batman was supposed to start in March, and then it moved to the summer. So I guess we were all just kind of anticipating, oh, okay, well they're going to start shooting in, I don't know, June or July or August or whenever,
yeah,
and then it'll be done principal photography by sometime in the beginning of next year. And as the months went on, that started looking less and less promising because we just heard nothing. Um, and that was my fear for this movie because ever since the strikes happened, this movie has been in limbo, which is wild because it did so well. And you'd think that the Batman Part 2 next to Superman would be a top priority for them to focus on.
yes, yeah.
They will make. I'm I'm betting that this second movie is going to make much more money and it will be well reviewed even better than the first one will. I think it's going to have a Dark Knight effect, personally. Um, that's just me, but I see that happening with this.
I mean, I would love for that to be the case too. Like it just kind of has that snowball effect where, um, it just keeps, the bar just keeps raising more and more. I
Mhm.
want it to be, the same effect that the Apes movies did, like what he did to the Apes movies,
Oh
where, I mean,
yeah, I mean he made them better.
he didn't direct Rise, but he definitely like raised the
He made
bar
such a great sequel
with,
in War.
yeah, it just kept getting better and better. So that's what I
Mhm.
am hoping for with the Batman.
I mean, with how much thought he's putting into these movies, I think that's definitely gonna be what happens. Um, but also, I think part of what figures into this delay, I have two thoughts. One, there's the Penguin show, and I don't know if they were doing another show, but they might have another show in the works. I don't know. Um,
Arkham is Are you talking about Arkham or the GCPD one?
one of those.
Because
One of the.
Arkham got moved to the DCU, so it's not a
Okay.
part of this Batverse anymore.
Is what about the GCPD?
I think that was canceled completely. This was before
Um,
like James Gunn did anything. This was
yeah.
GCPD was canned.
But I think them working on the Penguin show would definitely like push them back a little bit because I mean they're doing a full season of television, and Matt is obviously a big part of that process. So it does
Yeah,
make sense that it would affect that.
true.
And then the other thought was maybe the fact that they're working on Superman Legacy right now is part of why they pushed it back.
I mean, again, they didn't say that was any. They said it was more along the lines of the scripts and like the fact
It's
that
just conjecture.
what's it called? The strikes were happening. They said it made everything whack. But I was telling Marvel before we started, like the strikes didn't change anything in terms of Superman Legacy. Like they kept working on it. So I don't think that's really a good excuse.
Well,
Yeah.
it makes me wonder though. Did Matt Reeves write the first movie, or did he have somebody else?
He,
think it was
he
someone else
co-wrote
who
it.
wrote. Yeah,
He
it was
co-wrote it
co-written.
with Metz and Tomlin,
Hmm.
who also wrote some Batman comics too. So
Yeah.
he's good.
I wonder if they didn't work anymore on that. Like when the strikes were happening, it was because of that, like out of respect for him. But I mean, I could see why that would be. It's just a weird thing where he didn't really further anything during. But I don't know. I don't know that like I don't know this whole like it seems weird to me that Superman Legacy would have because it's its own separate like it's not part of the DCU at all. It's not factoring into any of that universe. So I don't think they'd have any like major hindrances from James Gunn and whatever he's doing.
No, but I do think that James Gunn could have a bit more initiative on making this move forward as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
And it seems like, I get he's doing the DCU, but he is also the CEO of DC Studios, co-CEO,
Yeah.
and he basically oversees everything. So this is, I mean, for me and for you guys, I'm sure, like this matters a hell of a lot. Because I want to see this movie.
We all
Also,
do.
Yeah.
also, also, the Batman and Matt Reeves and that whole team has shown more promise than anyone a part of the DCU. Just being frank, like
That's true, yeah.
it is the most successful DC project in ages.
Yeah.
So it's I think it's the most important thing to work over anything coming out of the DCU, honestly.
Yeah.
Even more than Superman, dare we say it?
Yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, Batman, let's face it, right now is more profitable.
It's also this trilogy is proven to work.
Yeah.
Like there's and I'm optimistic about the future of the DCU mostly, but
Yeah.
there's really no proof any of this is gonna work. Not
Right.
yet.
We don't know what the hell's going to happen.
yeah. Yeah, and with the Batman, we have a clear view on the quality that is expected to come out of this particular series. So,
Exactly.
well, I mean, if anything, at least we have some sort of content for this universe coming out this year, which I think there's are they still
Yeah.
in post production?
For Penguin?
Yes.
Yeah, I think they are.
Yeah, I don't think they're filming anymore.
No. They ended a little bit ago.
Okay.
I mean, the show seems promising. We haven't heard anything about this either.
No.
Nothing in his universe we've really heard about.
No.
Except the delay and that like updates here and there of like principal photography here, they stopped filming or whatever. But I wish we were getting as much coverage on the Reeves verse as we are the DCU, because it seems like the DCU is like super front and center.
Yeah, it's just every other week there's some announcement coming out for the DCU.
Which isn't a bad thing, but like I mean like prioritize both. And Joker 2, we haven't heard anything on either.
Yeah, no. we don't even have a trailer, and that's supposed to come out this year.
Or Cape Crusader, like none of that stuff.
No.
Or My Adventures with Superman season 2.
Mm-hmm. That too. Which all of us are patiently waiting for. I
As
can't
well
believe
as
it's
the
already
comic.
going to be a friggin' year in summertime. Holy crap.
At least we have the comic to hold us over.
That's true. Yeah. I'm excited for that. Are you guys going to be picking up copies? I know you will be, AJ. But, Marvel, are you going to pick up a copy?
Of what comic?
The My Adventures with Superman tie-in.
Oh, we'll see.
Yeah. He isn't hip, guys.
I barely have watched the show at all, so
What?
yeah.
You never finished it?
No.
Okay, bye.
Just left. All right, I guess that's the end of this episode.
Hey, is that bastard gone?
Wow. I don't know if this is just me, but do you ever notice how when it comes to anything that's not related to the DCU, it's the worst news you could possibly have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't seem that James Gunn cares about anything else that's not in the DCU.
Right,
That's
that's a
sad.
big problem.
That is, yeah.
And that doesn't make me feel good.
Right. Because, like, I want Elseworld stories to have just as much importance as the DCU stories do.
Yeah.
Because we already dealt with, the dumpster fires that were, the Snyderverse and the Camus that were like solely focused on being just one universe and nothing else.
Right.
And not having like any quality control.
Yeah.
So it kind of worries me that he's not that it doesn't seem like he cares that much about
Yeah.
making DC media outside of his universe, because I don't want them to repeat the same mistakes.
Right.
Yeah, it's just strange to me when you have articles that are a week apart and one of them is like, oh yeah, Superman Legacy just beginning filming, everybody's excited and whatnot, and then it's just like they have the Spider-Verse creators having a pitch for a Batman Beyond movie that would have looked awesome to have, and I would have loved to see that, and it's just like, nope, we're not gonna do anything with that.
He didn't say anything about it.
No. James is just like, yeah, Superman Legacy though, and we're like, James, stop, just please. Like, yeah, that's the one thing that makes me a little worried. Like, no, I am excited for what's coming up, like as far as the DCU, but also it's just like I want to have some variety too.
Yeah.
In what I'm watching, or like the games or whatever.
That's what I talked to Josh about when they announced that Superman and Lois was canceled.
Yeah. Yeah, which is a shame too, because it's just like Superman and Lois is quality.
One of the best things ever.
Yeah. But no, we're just gonna throw that all away because there's a hot new movie coming out.
Yeah.
And of course, we can't have any kind of alternate media of the same character.
No.
It just can't be.
The general audience will be confused.
I know. That was so stupid.
Yeah.
Well, we've been dealing with this problem since since the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Dude, I hate the fucking bad embargo so much.
Yeah.
Worst thing ever.
Oh, where else should we go from here? Unless that's just going to be the end of the episode.
Depressing.
It's up to you guys.
God,
I
we're,
mean,
God, we're just barely 20 minutes in.
well, let's face it.
Okay,
There's
so
not
this is
any good news right now. to
this
go
is when
over.
we check into therapy.
Yeah, you're right. There is no good news. It's like this getting delayed, and then there was that Spider-Man game that Insomniac pitched. Like there was a trailer and everything that looked really cool, but that's not a thing anymore. Stuff is getting canceled left and right, and it's like,
Everything is terrible.
Yes. We could have had Robert Pattinson's cheekbone save the day, but I guess we're not having that
Yeah.
yet.
I know.
Nope.
That man is a man, baby.
Is there anything you're hoping, like your hopes and things you don't want to see for the Batman as of right now?
I don't
still
want to
really
see
want-
Joker as the main villain.
I really want Mr. Freeze.
I know, me too.
Mr. Freeze or Clayface.
Yes. Oh, and actually, we could talk about that for a second. Or the villains, like, actually, Alter and I were talking about this in a phone call a couple days ago about how there has been so many rumors about who's going to be in the movie, and none have been actually confirmed by any of the movie makers.
Right.
Like, Clayface was rumored, and it was never confirmed. Like that's just a rumor. Mr. Freeze is rumored but never confirmed. Hush, rumored, never confirmed. Man-Bat, like Professor Pig, a lot of good villains, but they're nothing, not a single one is confirmed. Same thing with Robin. Like Robin has not been confirmed to be even in the movie.
Right.
So I want to see Mr. Freeze, but again, it points out the problem that everything coming from this movie is rumors, except the fact that it's delayed.
Right.
But Marvel, what about you? What's a villain that you really want to see, or something that you really want to see, or
I'm also on the Mr. Freeze bandwagon. I just kind of want him to do like more classic villains. Like if there's
I
any-
want to see the 10 the
the 10-eyed man. That's terrifying.
he was also rumored or whatever. Mad Hatter would be kind of cool.
Yeah. If there's anybody I don't want to see, it's Hush. I really don't want to see Hush. I don't want to see.
Batman Part 2. The Batman Part 2 will be saved by the inclusion of one villain and one villain only. The 10-eyed man.
I thought you were going to switch it up and say Condiment King.
Also Condiment King. We need the trio of the 10-eyed man, Condiment King, and Kite Man.
Kite Man would be really cool.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine the real villain of the Batman Part 2 is just Clue Master? It's just like, oh, we have another Riddler again.
we just have another Riddler.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to see Hush. I know that he's, he's a popular character, and he does have he is a really cool look and backstory and all that. I just don't want to see that.
Also,
remotely.
Also, the fact is, the Riddler in the first movie stole a lot of methodology and general aesthetic from Hush.
Yeah.
That's just a fact. And if I feel like we gotta move forward into a very different type of villain. If we're going to try to differentiate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, Hush's best story is Heart of Hush, and not the story that he first appeared in,
Yeah.
which everybody thinks.
Yeah, and I feel like if they were going to adaptate something like that, it's just going to be that, which doesn't work for Pattinson because his he's just starting out in his career.
Yeah, Batman Hush is a Bat family story.
Yeah,
it's a Batman that has been Batmaning for 10 to 20 years.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna do Hush, wait till like James Gunn's Batman 3 or something like that.
Yeah, like they could do it with the Brave and the Bold Batman.
Yeah.
But like not Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, no. Also, I don't want to see the Court of Owls. Everybody was just like, Court of Owls for Matt Reeves universe. And I'm just like, no. Shut your trap. I don't want to see them.
Yeah, I don't want Court of Owls. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say.
But yeah, I think for me, like, I would love to see Clayface. Maybe, I think Dick Grayson's Robin would be kind of cool. Like, have a spin on
I
that.
really want Robin in this movie.
Yeah. Like, I think it'd be interesting.
Yeah, I think more than any specific villain, I just want Robin in this movie.
Yeah.
And maybe introduce Harvey Dent.
Mm-hmm.
Not as Two-Face,
Yeah,
but
no.
like.
Right. Can we please have a movie
As
with
well.
him not as Two-Face for once?
Yeah, just let him be Bruce Wayne's buddy.
Yeah.
Save Two-Face for Batman 3.
Yeah.
You don't need to make him Two-Face in like the last half hour. And just rush it.
Yeah, don't.
Just rush it. Oh, you're gonna kill him off too? Oh, don't worry. We don't need him in the sequel anyway. I just want people to know I love Dark Knight. Other than that, though, it's like it's hard to think of like what I want for this movie. I mean, it's besides wanting it to be good, but we'll just have to see what they actually turn out, and which will probably be, we're in good hands, but I don't know. A lot of these, like the fact that the script, they're going through scripts, they delayed it till like another 2 years, it just makes me a little worried. That's just me.
Yeah.
That is such a crazy thought. It's 4 years between the first movie and the second one.
Yeah. A damn tragedy, boys.
Yeah.
Yep.
Does anyone else have anything to add?
No.
No.
Just depression.
Yeah, I know. I'm depressed too about this.
And other stuff.
I guess that's the episode then, guys. I mean,
I guess so.
Batman Part 2 goes. But what do you guys think of this news? If you're happy about it, you can gladly leave this channel and never return. If you are upset about this news and legitimately want to cry a river, then
like, comment, subscribe, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. And yeah, let us know how you feel in the comments. This blows, guys. But thank you all for watching. We hope you have a great day. And we will see you on the next one.
Yeah.